time on it. No disqualification in this one.
GWH TV, bringing you classic wrestling action sanctioned by the Georgia Wrestling History Network. Welcome once again, everybody, to another exciting episode of Georgia Wrestling History TV on the Georgia Wrestling History News Network. I am your co-host, Kenny J, and the other co-host here standing right beside me, Brother John Stoney Kid.
That's right, and we used to have a whole bunch of other co-hosts, but we fired them all.
Sure.
Or they quit. Or
At least one quit.
yeah, so...
The other one decided he'd rather do background stuff.
So, well...
He's better at that anyway. He's not a
Hey!
guy.
Hey! Put down the joystick, okay? This is important stuff here.
He's supposed to be watching the camera.
That's what I'm saying, so...
Anyway. Great, well, welcome back for another exciting week of wrestling.
Wrestling!
Mm-hmm.
Wrestling.
Oh, yes, oh, yes. And once again, as we mentioned last week, next Monday, there's not going to be an episode. But that's because there's going to be an episode the following day on Tuesday.
A big episode.
And what was that called again?
Proud episode. A patriotic episode.
Certainly.
We are going to have the Great American Clash.
Oh, yes.
Not to be confused with the Great English Clash.
It'll be an event that our illustrious Commander-in-Chief would be proud of, I'm sure.
Yes.
'Cause I know that he is a bit of a wrestling fan, to some extent.
And we were actually hoping in our main event to have a main event match featuring was a guy from Russia, Putin,
Something like that.
taking on the Donald. But unfortunately, we couldn't get national security clearance on such a match on such short notice.
Yeah. They're busy doing other things. They're probably out eating at an Applebee's or something. So, you know.
Exactly.
Yeah. So, anyway, moving along from strange political talk that has no business being here, we're gonna.
That's right. So
We're gonna jump into our opening bell.
Well, before we do that, we should let people know that if you really like VPW, stay tuned because they're always going to be on there. It's just, usually a couple weeks after the big show, it's usually pretty quiet in VPW land and people are recovering. So for a couple of weeks, but I would venture to say probably next show.
Yeah, we might have some
vaporizing stuff.
Yeah, definitely.
Some viral-ish.
And of course, on, I believe, August 12th is the Infection 2 show. It's their anniversary show. That's a year from their first show, so
Yeah.
go out to Thompson, Georgia. Check it out.
The stuff, man. It's going to be the stuff.
Sure.
It's going to be good. We're kind of dressed I feel like we're being very not Shivani-like. So
That's
maybe
right.
we should...
We're not here to be copycats.
Maybe we should be a little bit more professional and kind of just introduce the next match.
Okay.
So coming up.
Yeah, that doesn't really work out for me. Well, we're hopping into our opening bell match tonight, and what's going on in our opening bell match?
Well, if you guys, I don't know if you've ever heard of a wrestler by the name of Ric Flair.
No.
Ric Flair, yeah.
Who's that?
This guy, he's kind of wrestled a few times and won a few belts and stuff, and he's actually going to be taken on, from like years ago in this match, this like superstar by the name of Joshua Stroud.
Oh, man!
Yeah, the Joshua Stroud.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Is that going to be awesome or what? So
we got Joshua Stroud taking on some scrub or something I ain't never heard of.
Yeah, so it's like,
Man.
This is an exclusive. The Joshua Stroud taking on Richard Flair for the opening belt match.
Yeah.
And it's for a belt.
A belt is a championship match?
Yeah.
All right. Cool. Oh, well, let's hop on down there to Continental Championship Wrestling.
All right.
85 to see how Joshua Shroud takes on this guy.
And everybody, let me hear you. Joshua.
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 Yo!
Gentlemen, his opponent needing no introduction anywhere in the world today. He is the National Wrestling Alliance World's Heavyweight Champion. He's making his way to ringside now. He weighs in at 242 pounds. He hails from Minneapolis, Minnesota. Here is the world's champion, the Nature Boy himself, Ric Flair. Flair. One fall, 15-2 time limit. Your referee for this match is Roy George.
Okay. A one-fall match now. Ric Flair going up against Joshua Stroud. Stroud, I might point out, great athlete, great background, was a draft choice of the Orlando Renegades in the United States Football League. A good close-up shot now of Flair, the world heavyweight champion. As I said, of course, in talking to Ric Flair earlier, Ric Flair puts it all on the line. And that's the thing that so many people are so pleased about, having him as the champion. He is not afraid to go out there against anyone, and should he get pinned or falls into a submission hold, he has lost a lot of prestige. He has everything to lose, nothing to gain. Joshua Stroud has everything to gain and nothing to lose. And Stroud very quickly goes in, collar and elbow, up into the ring post, and it's Flair very quickly driving a chop into Stroud, then catching him over that top rope, and Flair has Stroud at this point in time very much under control. Bringing you direct from the Bothwell Auditorium deep in Dixie. It is Ric Flair, the world champion, punishing Joshua Stroud. Stroud, of course, out of Detroit. Flair, originally from the Carolinas, now making his home in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Although he maintains a second home. Good front chancery and takedown by Flair. All right, Flair, full arm dragon twist now on Joshua Stroud. And so Stroud's got himself some problems. Referee checking carefully. Stroud either needs to get to the ring ropes or to go inside Flair and try a possible single leg pickup. Let's see what transpires here. Notice how Flair then moved inside and then did a single leg pickup on his own. A forward leg trip. Ties up his man. Flair punishing the biceps and triceps of Stroud, using that knee very effectively. Flair, who has proven to be one of the all-time greats in professional wrestling, having held the NWA World Heavyweight Championship on 3 different occasions. All right, you can hear the announcement. 5 minutes has been gone in this match thus far. Flair tried to grapevine the leg. Stroud was able to pull away from that. Stroud, by the way, great stamina, great endurance, and is particularly strong on the short bursts of energy. He does a 4.440. Stroud lashing out, and it's Flair retaliating. Knee drop by Ric Flair, the NWA World Champion, and Stroud feeling the pain in the lumbar area of the back. Good chop that puts Stroud back to the canvas once again. Flair very much in control here. Stroud may have been somewhat awed by the fact that he was facing the world champion. Deep double underhook into a vertical suplex, and Flair now using the feet very effectively into the rib cages of Joshua Stroud. Notice the excellent muscular conformation and definition on Flair. Goes into the guillotine, the standing guillotine by Ric Flair. And Stroud, you can see him saying no to the referee. Not willing to concede, not willing to give up. And Flair, well, has things pretty much his own way. A great crowd here at the Boutwell Auditorium. We're coming to you direct from deep in Dixie. And it is Flair keeping the pressure on now. Goes to a lateral drop and takedown. And Stroud was able to power out of that one. Much to the pleasure of the thousands jamming the Boutwell Auditorium. And it is Stroud, a series of forearms. Flair breaks that up. Flair, another chop into the throat of Joshua Stroud. Oh, you talked about somebody who's developed. Take a look at this man, Stroud, in great physical condition. Snapmare by Flair. Flair drives the knee into the prefrontal lobe of Joshua Stroud. Hooks the far leg. And Stroud able to power out. Excellent second effort on the part of Joshua Stroud. Hip lock takedown by Flair. Has Stroud back to the canvas once again. Flair keeping the side headlock now on Joshua Stroud. Stroud, with an outstanding background in amateur athletics, both in high school and in college, decided that the Useful League was probably headed for trouble and pulled away from the Renegades and turned to his first love, and that was pro wrestling. Another backbreaker now by the champion, Ric Flair. Stroud coming up slowly. These percussions have slowed him up, and Stroud into those ropes, and Flair boots him through the ropes and onto the outside of the ring. All right, now you can see the definition on this man, Stroud, but he's got some problems with that right arm. Flair, a helping hand back into the ring. Flair sets him high, vertical suplex. Flair crashes down across the chest of Joshua Stroud. And Flair getting set. He has a standard phrase. Now we go to school. Stroud trying to battle it off, but he can't as Flair goes for a perfectly executed figure four leg lock. Flair, the NWA World Heavyweight Champion, putting in a perfectly executed...
Ladies and gentlemen, in the time of 8 minutes and 6 seconds, the fall and the match go to the National Wrestling Alliance Heavyweight Champion, Ric Flair.
And so, Ric Flair defeats Joshua Stroud in this opening match here on Continental Championship Wrestling. And a fine victory for Flair, but may I just say that certainly Joshua Stroud acquitted himself extremely well in this match against the champion, and I think Joshua Stroud, with a little more experience and a little more background, is going to be a title contender in the very, very near future.
All right.
Man, can you believe that Flair dude?
I know.
He beat the great Joshua Stroud.
He's got some talent.
Man, I think he's going places.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Man,
No, he's...
so-
You're going to be hearing more about him in the past and future.
I mean, there is such magnificence to that. I wouldn't be surprised if one day, like, his kids, like, were
also
champions.
Yeah.
So
Oh yeah.
So you know
I
what
bet
you know
they
what
have
he-
like this whole family thing going on.
yeah, you know where he'd be like really popular at?
What's that?
I bet you he would go down and go over really, really well in Charlotte, North
I
Carolina.
know, right? Charlotte. you know?
Charlotte. Yeah.
That's a cool name for a city.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So hey man, that'd be a cool name for a kid too.
Yeah. Naming kids after cities.
Yeah, man.
Or is it the other way around?
Hmm.
Cue the X-Files theme song. Yeah, anyway.
There you go. So, all right. Well, man, that was such an exciting match. I'm not even sure how do you top that?
I don't know. Hopefully, our next segment can top it. But I guess we'll just see.
There you go. Because to top that, we are going to have to express in some magnificence.
All the expresses.
All the expresses.
We got the Midnight Express.
Midnight.
And the Rock and Roll Express.
Rock and roll.
And the China Express.
Yeah.
Coming later to bring us our food. So.
Shame.
I know, right? Moo Moo Gai Pan.
Yep.
I'm excited for that.
Boop,
because
boop,
I'm
that out.
starving.
Wait. Okay.
I
So.
think I'm more excited for the food than the match.
There you go. This is from June 30th, 1985. And this is made in the South. Why is this made in the South? Because everybody involved ends up being like awesome. I mean, they're already awesome then. And they were already awesome for a while. But you know what? It's our show. They don't have to be rookies.
No.
We can do whatever we want. And in this case, we are going to... I know you guys are kind of like, oh my God, the Rock and Roll Express, the Midnight Express. We've seen them a million times. They wrestled back like in the 30s, and they wrestled like 5 years ago. But you know what? You can never get enough of mullets, wrestling, and rock and roll. And this is what this is all about. The only thing that this one particular match is missing is a scaffold. But not every match can be up in the air.
Yeah.
Although,
but I remember that one. That was a good one.
When the
with,
Expresses wrestled each other,
Corny Man.
every one of those was kind of left up in the air because you never knew who was going to win. Because, yeah. So, what do you think? I think we should hit the Express
I think
button
so.
and go.
Hop on the rails. We're taking a train.
Bullet time.
Oh, we pulling on back into the station here. Oh, man. It was pretty wild, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. Well, I don't know if it's going to be as wild as what we've got coming up. We've got a whole slew of action. We got people beating each other up left and right on the next segment. It's just going to be a massacre.
Well, what do you expect? Atlanta, Georgia, like 1980. It's June. It's hot. I mean, you know, a lot of things have been going on during that time period between, like, you know, hostages, changing president, crazy gas prices, the miracle on ice, and it's crazy. 1980 was a crazy time, and of course, Atlanta was even crazier. And then, you know, then it's in the South. So, of course, what do you expect? I mean, the only way that this would have been more, like, obvious would have been if this was all happening, like, in a juke joint or a bar in Atlanta.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So, basically, you got Tommy, Wildfire Ridge. Somebody say something about a little wildfire!
He's back.
That's right. He is the
He's all peeled
national
up.
television champion. And for a few weeks, he has been purposely defending this title on TV.
Indeed.
And you will see him wrestle one more time against a very, very early starting out Dennis Condrey for the belt, with Rich vowing he's either going to lose the belt to Condrey or he's going to retire the belt, meaning he's going to hand the belt over for somebody else to have because he wants to go after Harley Race.
Ooh.
We never know how that's going to turn out.
All right.
Will Tommy Rich ever win the World Championship? We don't know. But in all kinds of crazy madness, Dusty Rhodes gets involved. There's Crazy Mark Lewin. And of course, as always, every week, there's Austin Idol again.
He's back with his hair and everything.
That's right. And he ends up with some crazy stuff going on. And before it's all over, speaking of Chinese food and express, we have one half of the eventual creator of the now defunct Abdullah the Butcher's House of Ribs and Chinese food, Abdullah the Butcher.
Man, that place is great. It's a shame that it closed down. But if you never went out there to eat, it was in Atlanta, you missed out. Because, there's not many places you're going to find both of those things. Maybe at like a big old buffet somewhere, but it's not going to be as good.
Mm-hmm.
No.
No.
And now it's gone.
Yeah. So, but we get to go back and see Abby and his big barbecue self involved in this whole Georgia Championship Wrestling on GWH TV segment from 1980. Should we take that trip down memory lane?
Oh, yeah.
All right.
I could go for some hush puppies.
I don't know. I think the Chinese food's here now. So maybe this will be this. I think this extra long segment. We'll see you guys in a minute.
Yep.
Later.
Introducing first the challenger from Charlotte, North Carolina, weighing in at 240 pounds, Dennis Condrey. His opponent from Nashville, Tennessee, weighing in at 232 pounds, the national television champion, Wildfire, Tommy Rich.
Tommy Wildfire Rich with his last television championship appearance. He's putting the title on the line for a final time. If he wins this match, he will retire the belt and a tournament will be held. If he loses, obviously, Condrey will become the new television champion. But Rich has stated he has one goal now, one goal alone. That, of course, is for the World Heavyweight Championship. Good move. Rich breaks it up with Condrey. Condrey, drawn by a drawing process, caught with a good shoulder smash, drop to the canvas. Tommy Rich in the yellow trunks. Condrey in the black, and it's Rich with a side headlock and a hip lock takedown. Condrey trying for a rolling pin, could not get it. And it was Rich coming off that second rope into a hip lock takedown. One fall, television championship on the line. Rich now, good shoulder smash. Condrey caught Rich coming in that time, using the knees. Condrey very quickly closing in on Tommy Rich. Uses that knee lift again to the midsection of Tommy Rich. Front face lock now by Condrey. Both men back on their feet once again. An all-important match for both men. I'm sure that Tommy Rich would like to be able to retire that belt undefeated. Condrey, I'm sure, wants that belt for obvious reasons, the prestige and the money. To say nothing of the personal satisfaction of being able to say that he defeated Tommy Wildfire Rich, the #1 contender for the World Heavyweight Championship. Hip toss, Condrey complaining, but it certainly appeared that everything was all right. Condrey unloading some heavy artillery now on Tommy Rich. Rich hurtled back into the ring. Condrey in the lateral press. Rich powers out before the count of 3. Condrey back on his feet, closes in. Good ankle sweep by Tommy Rich. Took Condrey off his feet. Condrey, a thrust to the throat that has Rich in trouble. And it is Rich to that canvas once again. And now it is Rich caught again in the throat by Condrey. Being warned by the referee, and you can hear the chant of the crowd. Let's go, Tommy. Going to a standing guillotine. And Mantell out there issuing encouragement to Dennis Condrey. There you see Dutch Mantell pacing back and forth. Good reversal by Tommy Rich. Bottom of the vertical body box. Rich in behind his man, gets the sleeper hold. Rich in behind, gets the sleeper hold. Condrey hurtled into Mantell. And now Tommy Rich after got behind, catches him from behind. Condrey could have Rich in a lot of trouble here. Rich, the #1 contender for the World Heavyweight Championship here in Georgia, now in a lot of trouble as Condrey pressing a full advantage. Beautiful move. Beautiful move. And so, Tommy Rich successfully defends the television championship. That means he'll put that belt into retirement, and a tournament will be held. Tommy, congratulations to you.
Thank you very much, Gordon. I'd like to thank all the people for being behind me. You know, they've been right there ever since I've had this belt. And I just hope they stick with me, because I want to bring a world heavyweight title home to Georgia. Thank you, Gordon. I'm going to give it to you now, because I said after this one it was time to see it.
There it is. Tommy Wildfire Rich officially retiring the television championship as the television champion, and that means that a tournament will be held to determine a new television champion.
You know, how heavy can it get? I mean, everybody wrote in. Everybody talked about it. My phone has been ringing off the hook. I was in the same ring with the man, Ole Anderson. I reached out for him, and he was there. So as of right now, it's all fine and dandy, because the man can boogie. I got stitches in my head to prove it. He's got stitches in his noggin to prove it. But when I go on nationwide TV, looking so pretty, like right now, my psychedelic camera crew right here with me, and Linda making me looking so sweet out in the truck there, when I start getting down nationwide and two assassins come out and try to boogie with his pretty face, this beautiful little doll, the American dream, all the way to Hawaii they're calling me, all the way to Louisiana they're calling me, Griffin, Georgia's even calling me. Then they give me round. Assassins ran from us. In front of thousands of people in Atlanta, the assassins just took it up and ran, because they couldn't stand the heat. Well, baby, everybody pretending to be something that they ain't. And everybody copying everybody else. And everybody wanting to know who the original is. Well, for a fact, the American dream, Dusty Rhodes, is the baddest junkyard dog around. I am the baddest get down boogie fever man around. I'm not only the prettiest, I am the meanest. I'm not only the meanest, I am the strongest. I am not only the strongest, I am the dirtiest. I'm not only the dirtiest, but I did what was said unbelievable. I took Ole Anderson as my partner. Bull rope match. Everybody's wondering. So I'm going to tell you what's going to happen with it. Coming right now in the Atlanta Armory on the 6th of July, for the July weekend, Dusty Rhodes, Ole Anderson, double bull rope, strapped to the mean, dirty, mangy assassin. The American dream, the last surviving hero, meanest man I've ever seen. While all the rest are in the back, laughing and joking. The dream and Ole and the bull rope's gonna be out in the army cooking, woo, and smoking.
Introducing first from New York, weighing in at 238 pounds, the maniac Mark Lewin. With his manager, the great Mephisto, his opponent, Austin Idol.
Into the ring, and Mark Lewin attacking Idol immediately, catching him with a series of chops to the side of the head. And it is Idol now trying to fire back. Idol beginning to score effectively to the midsection. Mark Lewin moves outside the ring, and Austin Idol is after him. And now the battle has moved outside the ring, and it is Austin Idol catching it in the side of the throat again by Mark Lewin. He was hurtled into that steel ring post, and now they still battle outside the ring. Mark Lewin smashed into the turnbuckle, and Lewin back into the ring, and Austin Idol is after him. Austin Idol beginning to turn the tide of the battle now. Idol, who was caught coming into the ring now, beginning to move even more effectively. Catches him across the chest, and it is Austin Idol going to the Las Vegas leg lock. Wait a minute. The great Mephisto charged into the ring, and Idol is after him now. The referee is calling for the bell. The referee calling for the bell. And it is Mark Lewin catching Idol with a sleeper hold. The bell has rung. The bell has rung, but it is Austin Idol caught in that sleeper hold, and the referee trying to separate it. The match is over. Idol in trouble here. Idol beginning to foam at the mouth. This could be a chokehold. More than just a sleeper, he could be choking, and the referee's warning Mephisto to separate them. Mephisto trying to get that cloth over the eyes of maniac Mark Lewin, but he doesn't appear to be trying too hard. Idol in tremendous trouble here. And they're trying desperately to separate that hold to free Austin Idol from the clutches of those sleeper holds. And wait a second. Lewin finally separated. Lewin finally separated as they have come over there, but we have a problem here with Austin Idol. Mephisto caught in that ring, and they've got Mephisto now. And they're after maniac Mark Lewin. The referee trying to get things separated here. And, of course, they are concerned now about Austin Idol, who is still unconscious on the ring. And wait a second. Again, it breaks loose. Mark Lewin trying to get in there. Austin Idol now, I'm frankly getting very concerned about Idol as to whether or not they're going to be able to bring him around. He has been unconscious for an inordinately long period of time. Mark Lewin being held at bay by Terry Taylor and Mike Davis. Kevin Sullivan is there, Mike George. And is he conscious? Is he conscious? That is our question. Is the man conscious? And it is
one by one. Everyone will pay one by one.
The comments by the great Mephisto, but it is Austin Idol who is still being revived there on the ring itself, and still having a great deal of difficulty. I don't know whether he is fully conscious or not. And they continue to work on him, trying to bring him around, and it appears that he might be coming around slightly. Tommy Rich moving out there now. And Idol being removed from the ring. But he is not coming around. Idol is not coming around. Those eyes, when they were opened, were absolutely glassy. There appeared to be no semblance of recognition of anything. All right, they're carrying him off. And, well, Idol being removed. If I can bring you any information on him, I will just as quickly as I get it. I'll bring you that information as quickly as I get it, but we'll be back in just a moment. Idol after Mark Lewin, and now it's Abdullah the Butcher against Austin Idol. And it is, they're all after him now. They're all after him now, and here comes Kevin Sullivan. Wait a second. Sullivan. Grab that axe handle and Sullivan now. Clearing the ring. Sullivan clearing the ring. And we've got total bedlam here. But Austin Idol and Kevin Sullivan have totally and completely wiped out this area. We've got Maniac Mark Lewin trying to escape, and it is woo-wee. Gentlemen, please. Gentlemen, please. It's wow. I've seen some explosions in my life, but that is something else again. That is something else again. They can say what they want to, but I can assure you of this. Austin Idol is back, and he's all right, apparently. He's fully conscious, and July 6th at the Omni, Austin Idol and Kevin Sullivan go against Maniac Mark Lewin and Abdullah the Butcher.
Oh, man. Well, I didn't get to finish, but I got some for later.
Man, I got some from later, too, and that's not really food. But
Oh, okay.
whoo, man, I got to tell you. I don't know whose idea it was. Probably yours. Yeah, you I'm pointing at you. Your brother probably was the one that smeared the damn hot mustard all over my food because, man, dude, my nose is dripping. I'm probably dripping out of the backside and everything, and oh my God.
Well, I mean, y'all got the same thing. You might have thought it was his, and then, I don't know. Yeah, be more careful next time, okay?
Yeah, next time we order Chinese food or something that could be construed as hot.
Yeah, how about wait for us?
He is not around.
Yeah.
No, you are not in charge of ordering anything anymore.
Well, he's not in charge of picking it up when he gets to the door.
So.
Anyway. Well, I guess we're about at the bottom of the show. It's time for the main event, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that mainest of mains.
And we're going really old school. We're going like 70s, man.
Yeah.
We're going 70s. You got like 70s?
70s. I think I gained 70 pounds after that meal.
I know the VPW crowd's going, there's wrestling in the 70s. Come on, guys. It all started somewhere.
Yeah. Probably before then.
There you go. But we have some legends in this one.
Oh, yeah.
How about, our good friends that do the P-State Pandemonium program on Georgia Wrestling History. I believe that's on Thursday nights at 8 o'clock. Good friends. We want to throw a shout out to Bobby Simmons and the crew over there.
Check it out. You'll find it from this website.
Check it out. They will love this. The legendary Jackie Fargo. And he is going to be teaming up with one Luke Graham. And they're going to be taking on as we prepare to go to an episode next week. A very patriotic episode. They will be taking on the German team of Otto van Heller and Karl von Steiger.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Nope. So Luke and Jackie are going to throw down with Otto and Karl in our main event.
It's going to be pretty hardcore.
No. Yep. You know what? I'm going to fix this. Can you go ahead and yell main event?
Yeah. It's the main event.
There you go. Here we go.
There. You happy?
From ringside at the Fairgrounds Arena in Nashville, Tennessee. Hello, I'm Mike Duncan with cameraman Mike Shields, and we've got some kind of tag match signed for tonight's main event. Jackie Fargo and Luke Graham again tonight, paired against the Rugged Germans, Karl von Steiger and Otto von Heller. Tonight, Steve Kovac serves as a second to Fargo and Graham to offset the tactics of the Germans manager, Sam Bass. Tonight's match signed, no time limit, no disqualification. Luke Graham and Otto von Heller locking up now, with Graham taking the advantage and going to the armbar, using that big elbow for an advantage to lower Mr. von Heller to his knees. The tag made in now to Jackie Fargo. Jackie Fargo, one of the most popular men to ever wrestle here, comes in and starts immediately on that arm. Fargo taking Otto von Heller over. Okay, some kind of tag match is what we've had. The capacity crowd has been on their feet just about throughout the whole match. Jackie Fargo and Luke Graham against the mighty Germans, von Steiger and von Heller. Jackie Fargo with a series of rights and lefts drops von Steiger and then goes over and meets von Heller with one. Jackie Fargo and Luke Graham. Seconded by Steve Kovac tonight. No time limit, no disqualification in this grudge return. Fargo met by von Steiger off the ropes, and both men are knocked to the mat. Sam Bass, the manager of the Germans, as yet has not been a factor, and Steve Kovac has kept him pretty well in check. The tag is made into von Heller, and Heller comes in lifting Fargo by the hair, dropping him with a big right. The count is one. Luke Graham in to prevent the possible pin. As I mentioned, the capacity crowd's been on their feet throughout this match. Jackie Fargo and Luke Graham. The tag's made into von Steiger now. Jackie Fargo goes to work on von Steiger with a big right. Fargo apparently in trouble. Does manage to make the tag to Luke Graham for the applause of the fans here at the fairground. Big Luke Graham. Both Germans knocked to the floor. Luke Graham using that elbow to down von Steiger. Von Steiger's taking an awful lot of punishment from that big elbow, and Graham turning his attention to von Heller. However, von Steiger is the legal man in the ring. Luke Graham, all 280 pounds, from Atlanta, Georgia, going to work on the rugged German Karl von Steiger. And again, he drops that elbow to the throat. The count reaches two as von Heller is able to come in and prevent the pin. Kovac serving as a second tonight to Fargo and Graham, as Sam Bass manages the German duo. Luke Graham drops von Heller and again pins Steiger. The count reaches two as both Germans seem to be running in and out of the ring almost at free will, and no time limit, no disqualification allows these guys to do as they please almost. Now it's von Heller and Graham hooking up on the ropes. Otto von Heller, about 260 pounds, throwing in those big rights to the chin of Luke Graham, and now Graham is feeling it. He goes to work on von Heller with a series of rights of his own, taking one to the corner, and he and Jackie both begin to go to work on Otto von Heller. All four men in the ring now, as referee Paul Morton almost powerless in this no disqualification match. The loaded boot, von Heller kicking away at Luke Graham. Von Heller drops Graham. 1, 2, 3. The match is over with Otto von Heller pinning Luke Graham using the Jackie Fargo had Von Steiger pinned. Sam Bass going to work on his second. Steve Kovac now with that whip of some sort that he carries. Steve Kovac serving as the second tonight finds himself in the middle of the ring with a cut opened up on his head as Sam Bass using that whip to his head. Now Von Haller taking over on Kovac. Big Steve Kovac, the popular Canadian wrestler, serving as the second tonight, has found himself right in the middle of all of it. Steve Kovac wrapping Von Haller while Sam Bass continues to thump Jackie Fargo. Steve Kovac removing the belt from his trousers, going to use that on the head of Otto Von Haller. While over in the other corner, referee Paul Morgan trying to get some order restored here, although the match is officially over. Luke Graham holding Sam Bass by the throat, but again Sam Bass uses that big whip of his to the head of Luke Graham. All the men in the ring now. Kovac bringing blood to the head of Otto Von Haller from the use of that belt. Kovac's bleeding, and now Von Haller. Kovac and Sam Bass over on this side sliding away at one another while Luke Graham reaching for Sam Bass. Sam Bass using that stick on everyone, Steve Kovac in particular. Luke Graham and Jackie Fargo lose another heartbreaker tonight at the Fairgrounds Arena. Lose a heartbreaker at the Fairgrounds Arena to the mighty German team, Otto Von Haller and Karl von Steiger, with their manager Sam Bass. Repeating, Luke Graham pinned by Otto Von Haller from the use of a loaded boot. And once again, the Germans, Karl von Steiger and Otto Von Haller, win another one at the Fairgrounds Arena. I'm Mike Duncan with cameraman Mike Shields.
Oh, man. Taking on the Germans makes me hungry, even though I'm full as all get out.
Yeah, but you know, there's just something about Chinese food that just... You eat a buffet, Chinese buffet, and you're like, oh, I'll never eat Chinese food again. And then, like, in 30 minutes, you're like, why am I hungry?
See, there you are, like, the next day. You're just kind of like, well, here I am again, almond chicken.
I'm back! Woo! Throw me some egg rolls and fortune cookies.
Mm-hmm. See, now I could use a light snack. I don't know, nothing crazy. A little bit of ice cream, maybe. Yeah.
Midget wrestling?
Sure.
Oh,
okay.
Light snack? Okay. All right, guys. Well, I want to remind you guys before we head on out of here that next week the show will be debuting on Tuesday, July 4th, and it will be the Great American Clash.
Oh, yeah.
And, yeah. Guys, come on.
It's going to be about as American as we can get on this show.
You know what it's going to be about. We're going to have matches, you know, where the good guy Americans take on the bad guys and blah, blah, blah. And I don't even have to explain to you what a 4th of July show is going to be. We might even have an eating contest.
Oh, yeah. What?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Matter of fact, I want to say, in the tradition of that great American national pastime,
baseball,
I think Stevie might be trying to shovel down as many hot dogs as he possibly can in an hour or a minute or maybe the entire show.
Yeah, I think he's down for that.
Yep. Matter of fact,
you
know what?
He's already going to the fridge.
I'm going to pimp out the challenge. The brothers will be facing each other.
What?
On the 4th of July. It will be the Great American Georgia Hot Dog Battle. In one corner, Stevie J. In the other corner, Kenny J. In the middle, a whole bunch of wieners. Stay tuned. It's going to be amazing.
You expect me to go up against that idiot?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Fine. Well, I'm going to train. All right? Training for this.
I have the tiger.
Yeah.
So,
Training montage. I'll see you at the buffet.
There you go.
Anyway.
All right, so I have been your co-host, Stoney.
And I'm Kenny J.
Mm-hmm. And
Stevie's over there. He's already getting hot dogs out of the fridge. He's... Oh, God.
And I guess we would like to thank you guys for hanging out. Remind you guys to not only check out our Facebook page, but also check out the Georgia Wrestling History page and Facebook. Viral Pro Wrestling on Facebook as well. By going to the Georgia Wrestling History Network page, you will be supporting and finding out all about indie wrestling and the history of wrestling in the Southeast, primarily Georgia, the Carolinas, Tennessee, Alabama, Florida, yada, yada, yada. So if you dig that stuff, check it out. And we have been posting episodes of this on various different Facebook pages that we love. The place to discuss everything NWA, as well as I believe there's a Georgia Championship Wrestling Facebook. So find it all. It's awesome.
And don't forget, of course, about the Infection 2 show, which is coming up in just over a month. Just over a month.
That's
we'll
right.
See you at that show.
That's right. And if you missed this hot dog contest, there will maybe be a rematch in Thompson for the hot dogs.
Somehow that doesn't seem physically possible. I don't know if I can pack that many down. I'm already worried about next week, but whatever. We'll see how this goes, man. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, his mouth's already. Okay. Yeah, he's gonna win.
You can get us out of here.
Yeah.
I'm,
All right.
I'm hungry again, actually.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Save a couple of those. We'll be over there in a minute. Okay. Well, see you guys next week as I kill myself eating hot dogs.
Yeah, hot dogs, wieners.
Yep.
They're gonna be shoving them in their mouths. It's gonna be great.
Yeah. See ya.